hello. Merry Christmas, Suid-Afrika. Merry Christmas, Southern Africa, and to folks in that time zone, whether you're in Europe or somewhere else in Africa, God bless and Merry Christmas to one and to all. And I hope that your Christmas starts out on a good note, as it's now midnight and Christmas Day in that part of the world. Are you wondering where I'm at? Well, I'm right here. Hello. Merry Christmas. What is with my screen? It's not right. What's going on there? What happened? Let's fix the screen, folks. Merry Christmas to one and to all. I hope that you're doing well this evening. Come on. There we go. Right there. A little bit more adjustment. All right. There we go. We got it fixed. Merry Christmas, everybody. Hey, welcome back to Chris White Africa on the Indaba Africa channel. Pleasure to have you here as we are already reached Christmas Day. Now, I didn't do this for New Zealand, but maybe I could have done it for New Zealand earlier. But it's already Christmas in South Africa. No, I'm not hiding. Merry Christmas to everybody. Oh, why is that now? That's hidden off the screen there. Hang on a second. I got to adjust my screen just a little bit more. There we go. That's good. Right, you guys can see it. Well, listen, I've put a link there if anybody wants to call in to send their Christmas greetings to anybody, not to me, but to anybody out there. You're welcome to do it. Let's see. Robin is there. Merry Christmas to you. That's a different Robin. Let's see who's here in the chat. We've got Erica right there at the outset. Arctic, Tiana's here. We've got Tony Nagy. We've got Lynn Duplessis. Welcome, Lynn. I was typing earlier, and when I was stopped at a robot, and I couldn't get it correct. So my apologies for putting an E on your name there. And then my typo apologies for forgetting the second L there. It wasn't a forgetting, just I was rushing. Anyway, the Portuguese and French settled, made farms and trade station here in Cape Town way before 1652. Acid Zill, I'm 100% agree with you. I've heard all of this from history experts from the African National Congress who have told me quite explicitly that they have stolen our dignity and our land 2,000 years ago when Jan van Riebeck arrived here. 2,000 years ago? Ooh, there we go. 2,000 years ago. No. It was 348 years ago, ANC. I got to put my earpiece in so we don't get blowback here. There we go. Go. Ho. Anyway. Oh, there we go. My earpiece in. Yeah, so I'm entirely with you there, gentlemen. Or not. Oh, there's Gentleman Inflatables. Hey, Gentleman Inflatables. But I wasn't dissing your son. I just got teased. Craig Adams says, Merry Christmas, Chris, mods, and viewers all the way from Australia. To all of you, and a blessed and happy birthday. Well, thank you so much, Craig. It's not my birthday yet, but just about 7 hours away from me. But it is already Christmas in South Africa, so I guess technically that counts. But thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. And that hasn't come up yet on the screen, the super chat. There it is now. Ho. Wow. Thank you so much, Craig. That is a massive super chat. $50 Australian. Whoa. Excuse me. I'm all choked up on that one. Thank you so much. Yeah, Gentle Flavels, didn't mean to dish your son's room. I wasn't doing that. Anyway, so yes. Wow. Hey, folks. What happened there? Was that a real Robin or was that just a troll pretending to come in? Anyway, I don't think it's a troll, but it is curious that Robin must have had a problem. Is that Rob, though? It's not Rob McLaren. Anyway, welcome, everybody. Now I got earplugs and I can't hear properly. Margarita Kolk is there. I've got my earpieces ready when it's time, though, folks. Thank you so much for that super chat, Craig. That rocks. That's awesome of you. All good, says Gentleman Inflatables. I know. I was just giving, who was giving me a hard time to? Amy. I was giving Amy a hard time. Lynn says, our dearest Chris, bleak for me as my mom passed away on Christmas Day, but celebrating your birthday now. Happy birthday to you, Chris. I assume on a previous Christmas Day, Lynn. You mean bleak, bleak for me. Okay, I thought you said bleat. I was almost going to do a sheep sound. Ooh, that would have been inappropriate. My condolences to you to lose your mother on Christmas Day. Honestly, I was a little concerned that my mother might pass this year on Christmas Day because of the way things were headed. That would have been a sad way to remember Christmas. What is with my hat here? It doesn't look right. Something is not right. Oh, it's not right at all. I have the seam in the wrong place. There's two seams. Right, here we go. There we go. All right, that seam was disturbing me. There we go. That's better. Anyway, Online Optics says, Merry Christmas to one and all. Merry Christmas to you, Online Optics. La Dolce Vita is back again, folks. I will be on tomorrow, which will be actually Christmas Day for me, but I just want to come on this time of the evening just to wish everybody in Botswana, in Namibia, in Zimbabwe, in Malawi, Lesotho, Swaziland, and of course, South Africa, a very Merry Christmas because it is now Christmas for you all. And to Craig Adams there in Australia, and to Peter Crutchley out there in New Zealand, Andre Jacobs in China, And Authentic Max in Nepal, Merry Christmas to all of you. Merry Christmas to all of you. Even though I haven't seen some of you lately, Merry Christmas to you. Whether you celebrate it because you're a Christian and you think of the birth of Christ, the Christ child, or because you are a pagan and you celebrate Saturnalia, or maybe you celebrate Christmas because it's a secular holiday, just something that you do. Whatever your reason for celebrating Christmas, I offer you a Merry Christmas. And I get it wrong. I always get it wrong. Geseënde Kersfees. It's terrible. My apologies. Hey, Rob. Okay, so Bosch Zebra is there. Good to see you again. And there's Craig once again. Mike Oberholzer, Merry Christmas to you. Barbara Schillinglaw, Merry Christmas. Gentleman Inflatables, Merry Christmas. I wasn't hiding. I was just pretending. Let's see. Neil says, Merry Christmas. My 11-year-old daughter loved your Santa stream last night. Thank you for that. All the kids have had a tough year. Honest horribus. Yeah, no, exactly, Neil. I'm glad your daughter enjoyed that. And thanks for letting your daughter join us in the chat. It was lovely. That was lovely. Now, Neil, was your daughter Caitlin, if I remember correctly, in Dubai, if I remember correctly, Neil. Thank you so much for the kids coming in. I hope kids enjoyed the stream last night. It was a lot of fun doing it, and it was really awesome that our musical guests could come in and join us. And my thanks to Marlies, and also to Giselle, Dean Chansey, Donnie Bota, and of course Irene Louise van Wyk. That was pretty cool. Albinoid Mag, that's an unusual name. Okay. You're welcome. Kalpani Sona, welcome to you once again. Hey, well, it's not my birthday yet, but thank you. Who's going to get me into more trouble? Asking how old you are tomorrow or asking your weight? No problem with that. I'm 39 and I weigh 187 pounds. One of those two things is correct. Yeah, anyway, so yes, thank you, Neil. It was a pleasure chatting with your daughter. She was lovely, and thank you for bringing her in, along with all the other folks whose kids popped in. And for someone who came in, said they were from Zimbabwe, that child looking for an iPhone 12. Wow, that was interesting too. So thanks for that. I hope everybody enjoyed the program. I really enjoyed it last night. Folks, I just want to wish everybody in Southern Africa a very Merry Christmas in what's been a very difficult year for all of us. Whether you're in Southern Africa or you're here in the United States or even in the United Kingdom now, where they're blocking traffic from South Africa. Nobody from South Africa can go to the United Kingdom now. That's just crazy. Not a very Merry Christmas or way to deal with things. But then here we have in America, Dr. Fraud was celebrated today on his 80th birthday. Dr. Fraud turns 80 today. And Dr. Fauci, for those of you unfamiliar with his proper name, Dr. Fraud, Dr. Fauci. Yes, the District of Columbia, the mayor today declared it Dr. Fauci Day. Yeah, anyway, so... Santa's lying. Aish, 2020. Yeah, anything can happen. Santa's lying. No, Santa's not lying. Santa's not lying. Beth Fraser says, Merry Christmas from the Southwest Appalachians. Your mom must have been one super lady. Yeah, no, she was kind of fearless in many respects. Thank you, Beth. From the Appalachians, well, coming from an Appalachian himself, thank you very much for that, Beth. I appreciate it. Yeah, folks, for those of you who don't know, you might have heard that in the Appalachians, there's a group of people known as Melungeons. Melungeons are the descendants of Anglo-Saxons, Celts, a little bit of Native American, and also some African mix in there. And they're white folks by and large, but they're called Melungeons. And there's a loose connection amongst those people living throughout the Appalachian Mountains. I spent my high school years in the northeastern portion of Appalachia in southeastern Ohio, I should say. Excuse me. Yep. So Appalachia is near and dear to my heart. Been all over it. Shaq Dwar says, Happy birthday, Merry Christmas. May you have many more years. Guys, everybody keeps wishing me happy birthday. It's not my birthday yet. It's 5 more hours yet, or 4 more hours, excuse me, 6 more hours and 45 more minutes. But thank you so much for that. Merry Christmas to everybody. This is just to wish everybody Merry Christmas. I promise I'd come on at Christmas time. I know a lot of people are up in South Africa right now, ripping apart presents, tearing those presents open, because it's already midnight. And some of your kids just cannot go to bed. They're just waiting at the stairs, or they're waiting in the outside the other room, waiting to come in. Yeah, so everybody's, here we go. Janssen van Rensburg is okay. I guess you guys want to wish me happy birthday. Feel free to do that. Thank you so much. White Diamond Child's back. Haven't seen you in a couple days. Happy birthday. May the Lord bless you in abundance. Well, thank you so much for that. Yes, I will tell people and I tell them I'm celebrating my 20th anniversary, my 40th birthday. Well, there you go, Neil. That's exactly right. That's the way to do it. That's true, Lynn. It's my birthday in South Africa, so that's why I say it's okay. I'm not one of these superstitious people that freak out over it, but some people really do. Really, really do. Anyway, folks, Merry Christmas to everybody in Southern Africa. And a special, special shout out to people who are dealing with COVID, whether you've gotten the Wuhan coronavirus, unfortunately, or someone in your family has, which increasingly large numbers of people in the region have done, or you're simply dealing with the pathetic leadership and malgovernance of political parties in the region, which have destroyed jobs and pushed people into poverty and penury, and making people suffer needlessly. My best wishes to you on what is likely to be a salty cracks, lump of coal Christmas for many people, and that's unfortunate. But let's remember, folks, that it's not about the gifts. It's not. It's not about the gifts. It's about the celebration and being with family and loved ones and celebrating Jesus, or if you're a secularist, celebrating togetherness of the holidays. So do your best, smile, be happy as best you can under the circumstances, and make the best of this Christmas. It's one that we will remember, whether we want to or not. We are going to remember because it is part and parcel of the year 2020, a year that held so much promise as it started in a year in which the Chinese Communist Party just reigned all over our parade. There you go. And Shaq Dweller says goodwill towards all. Exactly, exactly, exactly. Happy SA birthday to you. Thank you. We live in a zoo. I think maybe we do. Double amount of gifts. Nope, Neil, I always get stiffed on gifts. I always got stiffed. My siblings who are all younger than me would get more gifts. And for Christmas, I would simply get the single or the two gifts. Here's your Christmas present. Here's your birthday present. Boom. There you go. That's kind of how it worked. And that wasn't like that every year, but that's kind of how it was. Makes us invincible. Arctic says, no, it's not about the gifts, but I'm tired of these buttholes giving people crap on social media for spending money on their own family. Yeah, no, Tian, you can spend whatever you want on your family. It was certainly within reason. People, as long as you take care of your responsibilities, your bills and obligations, then you should do what you want with your money. Wow, Barbara, is that today, Christmas Day, you're celebrating your 43rd wedding anniversary? Wow. Can we get a round of applause for Barbara Schillinglaw, folks? That is amazing. Congratulations, Barbara. Wow. Wow. Putting up with another person for 43 years, you must have a heart of gold. Leuven Jansen van Rensburg. Good evening to you. Pleasure to see you again. Yes. Let's see what else. So there, Bosch Eber did give a round of applause. I know the feeling, Erica says. I also got my birthday and Christmas present together. Exactly. Yep. It's never actually about the gifts. Indeed. Tony's here. Is it the real Tony or is it the clone? I think it's the real Tony this time. Craig, that's for Barbara. Online Optics. Is your husband celebrating with you? Tian's being a little cheeky there. Yeah, folks. So I do hope that as the day progresses, I know people are going to go to bed here shortly in Southern Africa and get a little bit of sleep before you get up in the morning. For those of you still putting gifts under the tree or helping Santa as he makes his trip around the world, at this hour, we try to be quiet. No sheep bleating, no music playing in the background. We already did that for the opening. But we don't want to disturb the little ones who might be coming down to look and see what's under the tree. Anyway, 43 more. Wow, that would be amazing. That would be something else. Yes, folks. Okay, so Merry Christmas to everybody. So did you guys enjoy the Kung Fu fighting? I did get a copyright claim on it, as I expected. For those of you who missed the stream earlier, we did a little bit of... Whoa. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those cats were fast as lightning. We had a little bit of fun with that song. Been a long time. Really enjoyed that. We're having fun with the destruction of the English language. We're seeing it take place again today. Apparently, picnic must have some bad origins in the 17th century. So someone has taken the time to look up the origins of picnic and say that we can't say picnic anymore. I don't know why. If it's bigoted, it's racist, misogynist, I don't know. Stop looking for umbrage. Stop seeking to be aggrieved. This culture of grievance is really going off the charts, man. Really gone off the charts. Kobus Janssen van Rensburg says, to the best streamer on YouTube. Wow, thank you, Kobus. That's very kind of you. That's very kind of you to say that. Eat, sing, and be merry, for tomorrow you die. This is a time when family and people in general need a happy moment under the current crazy times. Merry Christmas to all. Indeed. Indeed. We do need. That's one of the reasons why I'm here, folks. Actually, I was like, I don't feel like doing this stream. But then I remember that a few people said that they were looking forward to it. And I didn't want to disappoint a few people that said they wanted to look forward to it. So I figured, why not go online and do a little short stream for Christmas as we reached Christmas. And look at that, folks. And nearly 50 people tuned in the stream right now, 27 likes. And some awesome super chats have come in already, which was totally unexpected. Thank you so much for that. Yep, see, let's see who else we got here. And oh, that's the chat. The chat's died off. Or is my thing just behind? I think I'm behind. No, it's caught up. And a very happy birthday. May it be an amazing day and blessings to Christmas. Well, thanks a lot, Kobus. I appreciate that. Thought you might get a copy. Yeah, the Kung Fu. I did, Erica. I got Kung Fu slapped. Whoa, whoa, whoa. But that won't stop us from trying again. I didn't get his copyright strike. I just got copyright claim. So it was blocked in some areas. So, yeah. Anyway, such is life. If you can't promote people's music, what's the point? Radio stations don't play royalties for playing music. That's asinine. We're trying to promote the music here. Besides, I would argue that I thoroughly transformed the content. I did not play the music video on screen. I simply played the song, and I danced and sang along with it. So there you go. I changed the content. Hey, from Uppington North, says Safa Boy. Ooh. Can you guys hear that? It is raining. Man, all the snow will be gone by morning, folks. All that snow we had is going to be gone. People are getting offended at every stupid reason they can think of. Exactly, Tony. It's off the charts, ridiculous. And Leuven Janssen van Rensburg says, we always put out carrots for the reindeer along with cookies and milk for Santa. That's what you get for growing up on a farm. Well, exactly. Leuven also grew up on a farm. And yes, cookies and milk for Santa. We always put hay out for the reindeer. We assumed that they wanted that instead of the carrots. Bosch Seber says, thanks for the Christmas stream and all prior streams. Appreciate it. Well, you're most welcome, Bosch Seber. It's my pleasure. And thank you for the castle icon, which means you're a long-time member of Chris White Africa. Really appreciate that. Anel Rothman's back. Oh, my word. My internet is so slow. It's always like that at Christmas. Oh, I know. Well, it's a pleasure to see you there. Mike Oberholtz says, Merry Christmas to everyone. And Neil Jeffrey says, the age of I'm offended. So sad, so ridiculous. Always seeking to be a victim gets one nowhere. Be strong, as I tell my children. If one knows who you are, who cares what others think? Well, that's a good philosophy there. De la Rey. I'm not sure what's going on here with Albanoid. What about De la Rey? MF is here. Hey, MF, welcome to you. Good to see you. The one from Nigeria. Welcome, one. Let's see. No, it's not Christmas yet in Abuja. Folks, we still have 37 minutes before it's Christmas in Abuja. So it's not quite Christmas yet for the one, but it's close. It's close, the one. It's almost Christmas for the one. It is Christmas, however, in South Africa, Botswana, and Namibia at this moment. And remember Rebel News Network. Okay. My castle seems to be built on sand. It disappeared. Erica, Huh? Well, remember, Erica, you got unsubscribed and you resubscribed, but you got your icon back, so it might have cost you a couple of days. I'm not sure. Congrats, Barbara, says Arctic. Tion's just catching up. Dude, you sleeping there? It's Christmas in Chennai. Oh, Christmas in Chennai. It's a time for that Indian cuisine. Enjoy the rides by the river. Christmas in Chennai. By the way, folks, Chennai is the modern name, or maybe it's the archaic name, for what we once knew as Madras in the southern part of India. And one of my absolute favorite meals of all time is chicken Madras. And I don't want that white European spicy, which is like bland. I'll take an 8. Ugh, I want that true Indian stuff. So when I put on my tongue and it's an 8, tears come rolling out of my eyes. My nose starts dripping. That is chicken Madras. Or as I like to rename it, chicken Chennai. Favorite meal. Our kids put out beer. How else do they get that big belly if not for beer? Beer builds better bodies. Well, you're very cheeky for Indians, Neil. We have a 9 p.m. curfew here, but I still see people in the streets. The police is busy at 1. Wow. 9 p.m. curfew? Where's that at, NL? I didn't know there was a 9 p.m. curfew anywhere. I knew there was a 10 o'clock curfew. Damn, man, where's all the cool, woke, massive hanging out? I feel like way behind the times. Where's the trendy party? I wasn't invited. Online optics. Okay, what else? Biryani is better. Well, the one biryani is good, but chicken madras rocks, man. It rocks. Parties in tunnels now. Like smoking under the You're like the smokers at the office. They're being ostracized. People who walk out without a mask. You're gonna hide and congregate in dark little corners and share your bottle of chibuku. Some chibuku, man. Erica says, I found a restaurant that makes wonderful chicken madras here in Durban. Okay, cool. Jandre Janse van Rensburg, thanks for the spreading the truth about farm murders in South Africa. Well, you're welcome, Jandre Janse van Rensburg. I haven't talked much about it this week. I did want to do that before Christmas. I will, however, pick up the pace again after Boxing Day. I will start talking about the horrific things that have continued unabated in South Africa in December, folks. The number of murders have not slowed down. The press has not gone on hiatus, but they're not reporting them for the most part. But we've had several murders in South Africa during December on farms. It's just horrific, folks. And it's all kinds. Hey, Nick Muller. Thank you for the super chat, Nick. That's very kind of you. I appreciate that. But yeah, we've had several. So I'm going to get back to talking about that after the Christmas Day celebration, folks. So yeah, we get back to that sometime very soon. So thank you all very much. My only wish is that this ridiculous mask-wearing circus would stop. You make a great Santa, sir. We need you. Well, thank you. I enjoyed being Santa. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the Christmas show yesterday, and thanks to everybody who tuned in, especially thanks to the kids. It's a shame we didn't get credit for the viewers with all the kids. I know we would have been like 500 or 600 viewers last night because all the kids were out there. It was pretty cool. Jandre Jansa says, best wishes. Well, thank you. And likewise to you, Jandre. Yandre. Apparently, Namibia has a 21. Okay. No, that's right. You're in Namibia. I always forget that now. For some reason, I think that you're in South Africa when you're actually in Namibia. My bad. But you're not in Swakopmund, are you? I know. And by the way, now, what did you think of the Siska Smith Howard stream? Did you like that? Was it informative? And also, let me ask you this, Anel. What do you think of my efforts to try to do coverage in Namibia? Are you in favor of that? Do you like the fact that I try to highlight Namibia? Because I know that a lot of people in the Zambezi district, the former Caprivi Zipro, would like to have my head on a platter. Icicle Fledglings is back. Where did you come from? Yo, ho, 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 gotta go. But Merry Christmas. Oh, that was a quick pop in. Okay. Yep, dude, if you pop in for 3 seconds, you kill my average watch time. Please take up the farm attacks again. Very, very worrying. Eric, I will. I've never stopped taking it up. I've just not focused on it for the past couple of weeks as we get to Christmas. No offense, you're a sexy Santa. Love your beard. Well, thank you, MF. Namibia coverage is just as important as South Africa coverage, in my opinion, says Tian. Well, I agree, Tian. I agree. As is Botswana, but it's hard to report anything about Botswana these days. It's just like a virtual media blackout. Nothing happening there that they want to talk about. The one wants more Namibia content. Well, I'd like to get more Nigeria content, but I just don't follow it as closely as I probably should. I'll leave it on. Okay, Otewarongo. Okay, thank you, Anel. Okay, cool. Yep, I didn't think it was Swakopmund. You're a rational pushback against the fake stream narrative, and you make a good Santa too. Well, thank you very much. Also, elbow greeting. What's with that? People cough and sneeze in the same elbow. Yeah, exactly. You do this, and then you do this. Come on. My hand's clean, your hand's clean. Let's shake on that. Played soccer in 75. Oh, look at that, Tony. Tony's been all over, man. For those who don't know it, Tony Nagy has been all over. So Merry, Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Did I miss this super chat? Oh, no, I got the Nick Muller's super chat, 146 Rand. Thank you so much for that, Nick. What's with the 146? Is it something significant? Did I miss out on that? I didn't figure it out or something? But thank you for that super chat. But the one who's from Nigeria wants more Namibia content. That's pretty cool. Well, I'll try to do it, the one, but it's not as much coverage as available as I'd like. Otherwise, I'd spend more time on it. Sorry about the change in the subject, but I thought you were following the Ghanaian election. I was. I was going to actually, I did talk about it. I was going to do a stream on it, but I just didn't get around to it. No, I did talk about the one. He won re-election. So there you go. Yeah, I was, but something happened. Oh, my mother passed away. I'm sorry. My mother passed away. That's what happened. Yeah, she passed away, and then the election was like right at the same time. What was it? The election was like the 7th or 8th or something, like the 8th, I think it was. My mother passed away on the 7th, and that's what happened there. I did pay attention to it, but yeah, let me see. What was Ghana's election was on the 8th, I think it was. And that's what happened. I planned on doing a special on it, but I couldn't because what was going on. Come on. Yep, there we go. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, there you go. So, yeah. Nonato won again. Yeah, he got 51%. Yep. 6.7 million votes. So he won by over 500,000 votes. Yep. So that was right about the time my mother passed away, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't. Why am I skipping frames? What is going on here? I have nothing running. This is just crazy. Crazy. Anyway, yeah. Our doctors document a huge increase in bacterial pneumonia from wearing the used face mask, much more infectious than SARS. Yeah, no doubt about that. No doubt about it. Maybe for next year, you cover a country per month, so like a Nigerian stream. Yeah, no, that's an idea. If I do that, folks, it'll be like for members, and then I'll open up the members after the fact sort of thing. Freddie Borchert says, Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thank you so much, Freddie, for that. Andre Fanadin says, Happy birthday, Chris. May you enjoy a blessed day. Well, thank you. Everybody keeps, there's a little bit of lag, Tony, because I'm getting some skip frames here. My computer was perfectly fine. Hermit. Always a sign. Anyway, our doctor is 3 years in Namibia, then Canada. Yeah, no, I knew you were in Namibia. No, it's fine, the one changing the subject. And Nell says, I was Christmas shopping last few days, but I always go watch afterwards. I'll watch and let you know. Cool. Now it's telling me it's not getting enough data. What the heck is going on here? I have nothing open. And this is just crazy stuff, folks. Just crazy stuff. Streamlabs might be part of the problem here. It just wants to be open all the time. But I can't close it now because it's too much going on. It's telling me I have 11 windows from... I don't have 11 windows open. That's crazy. Interesting. Anyway, folks. Yeah, so... Interesting. So I hope that everyone's having a good start to their Christmas day and that it goes really well for you guys the rest of the Christmas day. So where are we at now? Okay, so MF says, Santa, my only wish for 2021 is Donald Trump is another 4 years. Well, we share that wish. The ANC, EFF, and BLF to disappear. Yeah, Black Land first. Yeah, that makes sense. South African citizens stand up against those ridiculous leaders and remove this. Okay, so does MF want me to remove that message? Okay, I'll delete that message so you don't get in trouble there. Remove. It was deleted. There you go. Is that what you're looking for, MF? Oh, that's why. Nick is saying it's $10 US. Okay, thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. I was trying to sort that out. My internet's very laggy and slow where I'm at. Ice is in the house. Good to see you. Just wanted to pop in and say happy birthday. Well, thank you so much for that, Ice. Pleasure to see you. Just possibly the best Christmas gift will be for America and all the world, be an election win for Big Daddy Donald Trump. Yeah, Neil, I think that's a good point. Has anyone suffered from... No, don't leave this. Okay, well, I can't... I can put it back there, MF. I can copy it, so let me... I can't restore it, though, but this is what I'll do. I'll do this here. This should let me put it back. I'll put it myself. So you said delete this, so I assume you want to delete it. Oops. Okay. Hang on. There we go. We got it now. MF. All right, your message is back. I just under my pseudonym there. Anyway. Lynn says, I'm off working in a few hours. Animals don't have office hours. That's true. Thanks so much for your awesome streams. Bless you. Lynn, yeah, I know. I got you. The veterinary business is tough stuff. My mother wanted me to be a vet. I think I shared that previously. But after I saw my mare's eye, her eye, what the heck is this called? Eyelid. Cut off. It just kind of did it for me. I was done. I didn't want to be a veterinarian after seeing that. The one says, what I want for Christmas is 2021 shouldn't be bloody. Well, that's a reasonable thing to ask for. All right. Ice is out of here. He's out of here. Well, thanks for popping in. We do appreciate you showing up and joining us briefly for a brief visit. This is an after midnight one, so I don't really expect people to be hanging around. So thank you all so much for popping in. Appreciate it. Where are we at now? Let me see if I missed anything. Okay, I think I'm caught up on the chat there. No, Tiana, it's a good idea. Cover a country per month. There are 54 countries in Africa, so I could certainly keep me busy. That would be interesting. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. We'll do a little, but if I'm going to do that, I really want, better graphics and software and stuff like that rather than just a stream. It'd be cool to do. Andre Van Eerden says, happy birthday. Enjoy blessed many more years, good health, and have yourself a Merry Christmas. Well, thank you so much, Andre. I appreciate that. Very much appreciate that. It's very kind of you. Let's see what else. Did I miss anything up here when I was... your elbow sneaking greeting. Yeah, that elbow greeting is just something else, man. That's silly. I remember that we had the the alumni conference that takes place every year. It's supposed to rotate amongst the senior service colleges. So the Air War College, the Naval War College, and the Army War College every year it's supposed to rotate. And this year it was once again back at the U.S. Army War College, where it had been in 2017. It was back here in 2020. So they asked me to come in to be a facilitator for that and be a presenter and speaker, and I went to it. And it was kind of funny because a lot of our folks that came in, they were from U.S. Army Africa, which is based in Italy, which was on the cusp of stopping travel as this thing exploded in February. And so they were here, and everyone from Italy was already doing this, this is how you greet people. I'm like, oh, give me a freaking break. Listen, people, this nonsense is not going to stop me from shaking hands. It's not going to stop me from going out in public. It's not going to change my behavior because I understand how viruses transmit, and I'm not fearful of unscientific nonsense that feckless politicians try to spew on us. Use good common sense, use proper sanitation, and use good judgment, and you should be fine. It's not a perfect solution, but it's a hell of a lot better than the idiocy that they're promoting right now because they have no idea what they're doing. Quentin Ogle's back. Where have you been? Waiting for the kids to go to sleep so Father Christmas can arrive. Yeah, shh. Be very, very quiet. Barbara says, have a wonderful, awesome birthday. Well, thank you, Barbara. And the same on the anniversary. Yeah. The best weather is in Cape Town. I'm biased, miss home at this time. Yeah, Cape Town weather's okay. It's okay. It's all right. A bit cloudy at times, It's pretty good, though. Not just Africa. I don't know jack about Germany past 1980. Oh, really? Really? Wow, okay. Yeah, no, we could talk about other countries, too. That would be something interesting to do. I'd love to talk about New Zealand, Germany, Estonia, Denmark, and other things, provinces and regions like Transylvania or South Tyrol, Sud Tyrol. That would be pretty cool stuff to talk about. A lot of people just aren't familiar with places like that, so that'd be kind of interesting to do. For 2021, I wish for fear and irrational regulation to disappear and logic and common sense to rise up. Wouldn't that be nice? Quentin says, oh, happy birthday. Well, thank you. Thank you for that wish on a South Africa timeline, as it's still the 24th, Christmas Eve on this side of the Atlantic. But thank you so much for that. South Africa has more trouble than Namibia at the moment. It's good to concentrate on what's important now. We will let you know if something's up here. I have family in South Africa. Okay, now that's cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's awesome. So I get my own reporters on the ground there to help me out. It's cool. Please, Chris, when you come to South Africa, let's get together for Brian. My castle is your castle. Well, thank you, Emma. Really looking forward to a trip to South Africa. And I really hope that they get this COVID under control because it's really disrupting so much, folks. Disrupting so much. 50 people watching, 47 likes. I need to fix that. Cape Town is a winter rainfall, so the weather is better at this time. Sunny days, but the southeaster is bad. There you go, Neil. MF says, COVID is real, but politicians use a fearmonger, testing how they can control us and divide us. You got it right. You have to stop the pain. Ready? Let's see. What are you guys talking about? Erica says, my first job out of school is working for a small-town vet practice, Kokstad. James Harriet nailed it. Lots of hilarious stories to tell. One trying to catch a pig in Main Street. What I always like is watching the people that aren't farmers and know nothing about farming trying to catch chickens. It's hilarious watching people try to catch chickens and know nothing about chickens. Every time I watch that nonsense on television, I'm like, are you serious? You don't catch a chicken by running around doing this. You catch a chicken by walking over and reaching under their carcass there, under their belly, and grabbing a leg and lifting them up by the legs. And you hold them upside down. It disorients them. All they can do is flap their wings, and they get nervous. It also will calm them down because they lose control. And so they just, so normally the chickens will calm down that way. But if you try to catch a chicken, they're going to keep trying to squirm and get away from you. Plus, you can't catch a chicken like this. The feathers are smooth, and so it's just silly. I love watching city folk try to catch chickens. It's hilarious. It's the same for pigs, but you see it less often. It's funny watching people trying to catch chickens. Catching chickens is a piece of cake. And I love to watch people make it difficult. It's unbelievably entertaining to watch people make it difficult. Yeah, it is so funny. Have you been out doing some snow trekking recently again? Bosch Zebra, the snow is almost gone, my friend. It's been raining like Noah and his ark will be floating by pretty soon. We have flood warnings here in central Pennsylvania. The snow is almost completely gone. There was only probably an inch of it melted down on the lawn when I came back in the house a short while ago. It's crazy, 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 crazy. Yep. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. Happy birthday, Colonel Wyatt. May there be many more days like this, says Johannes van Billion. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for using A mixture of my custom emojis and some other custom emojis. That's pretty cool. Annette Beckett says, I believe that South Africa is to blame for UK's second wave. How we got beaches, not snow. No, Annette, South Africa is not to blame for the UK's second wave. It's also not to blame for the new variant of the virus they found there. There's only one country in the world to blame for all of this, and it's the Chinese Communist Party. They are to blame for all of this. Their failed, disastrous policies, their refusal to talk to and listen to their medical practitioners who warned them in November and December of 2019 about this virus, their refusal to implement a quarantine and isolation of the city of Wuhan until it was too late and 3 to 5 million people had already escaped and fled to the coastal cities, spreading it like wildfire. That's who's to blame for this. Any subsequent thing that comes out of it is not anyone's fault. Well, no, not any subsequent thing. Any subsequent rational decision is not anyone's fault. It is the Chinese Communist Party's fault. There you go. That's the bottom line. Blame China. Stop letting China get a free ride, folks. China is getting a free pass on this. No one's talking about China's role and China's malfeasance in all of this and their endless lies. They're just looking the other way. No, China is to blame. Yeah, come try catching springbuck. Springbuck are not so easy to catch. You can shoot them. Not so easy to catch. 1984, he was right. Wrong. Think far exceeded what he predicted. Yeah, it's well beyond what Orwell ever thought about either an Animal Farm or 1984, folks. This is just unbelievable nonsense, this craziness. Tony says, if you draw a straight chalk line on the ground and put a chicken's beak on the line, they'll never move. What? I've never heard that before. Seriously? That's strange. What a brilliant surprise it would be for these communist rulers if everybody gets up and decides, I'm done with the circus. We all have to die one day. The mask is bad news. We're all caught full. Yeah, down with the Chinese Communist Party. Well, not if Sleepy Joe, Creepy Joe, Jim Crow, Joe Biden. And when you have to amend that to Commie Joe. Start calling him Commie Joe. China virus. China virus. The Trumpster, I love it. China virus. That's good stuff, man. One version 4.0 coming. Yeah, this is like, you know what this virus is? This is the manifestation of Microsoft's worst nightmare for us as consumers. Endless updates to their crappy operating system that download gigabytes of data and cost us a fortune when we're trying to board a plane and we destroy our laptop because we have to close the screen and crash the hard drive and we never use our laptop again. This is just like Microsoft's operating system updates. It's the same thing. Version this, version that. And none of them do anything to improve the situation. All they do is make life worse. You can catch a pheasant the same way. Can you? Well, pheasant are a little hard to get close to, Keith. A chicken you can walk right up next to. You know, I mean, they're not. Pheasant tend to be a little skittish and want to fly. Just like grouse, quail. They want to take off. They're not too hip. I used to hunt quail. I used to hunt quail and pheasant in Ohio. Well, Chris, nice to see that you've swapped a military beret for a Santa floppy hat. It works for you. Well, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that, Neil. Thank you. Let's see. So what a brain. If you draw, I already read those things. Gosh, come on, Chris, get your act together. CR was at the Chinese embassy every day prior to putting us in lockdown. Well, isn't that funny? You know, it was also interesting to see that Constantine Chiwengo, the commander of the Zimbabwean Defense Force, was in Beijing on an official visit just before the coup started in Zimbabwe. I'm just saying. Big coincidence, eh? China wants to rule the world. Biden is a rocking chair pedo. SA government is a Pinocchio storyteller. We had to catch goats, not chickens on the farm. Well, goats aren't that hard. They're just annoying and they're smelly. Ugh, I don't like goats. Ugh, and they eat anything. They're gross. And that says, true, Chris, China testing like crazy. Just locked down a block of flats for one positive case. My friend's daughter, my cousin are teachers there. So get news, not meant for international news. Yeah, exactly. No. And of course, they have collusion. The Google, among others, colludes with the Chinese Communist Party in that they shut down search results and they ban searches on their servers, on their search engines because the Chinese demand it. Unbelievable. Goat tastes good. Well, if you say so, the one. Now I know for sure the one is definitely Nigerian. If he eats goat, he's definitely Nigerian. Yep. Yeah, crappy Chinese menu number 69 version. Yeah. And greater, more revenue with new versions of software with changes in interfaces without much improvement. Exactly. Ooh, look at this, folks. We got a new member coming up here. Ooh, the U.S. Bourmeister is coming up as a new member. Coming up, going to get a salute here if you want to get the screen capture with the Merry Christmas and Afrikaans behind me and the Christmas lights, which will only be up for one more week, folks. All my Christmas decorations will disappear on January 2nd. Yep. It will all go away on January 2nd. So 55 likes and 52 currently watching. That's pretty cool. Wow, a lot of people are up at midnight in South Africa. We got some folks here in the U.S., in Appalachia and other places tuned in, so thanks for that. And there we go, U.S. Bormicey. Thank you. I salute you for becoming a financial supporter of the channel. Thank you so much. And at the platoon leader level, wow, that's actually get something from that. That's kind of cool. Excited about that. Awesome. Thank you so much. Boca Green and Gold. Yes. Boca, Boca, Boca. That's right, folks. I got something in the mail, which was very kind from somebody, a Christmas gift or birthday gift. I'm not sure which it was, but I wonder if I can show. I could probably show it. I'll do it tomorrow because it's my birthday tomorrow. I will show what I received in the mail from somebody. I won't disclose who it is unless that person gives me permission, but it was from a South African, and it was very kind of them. So thank you so much for that. Keith says, don't tell anyone, but to quietly obtain a pheasant or two, soak raisins in rum, throw more pheasants roast, just pick. Why Christmas till January 6th? No. I didn't say January 6th. I said next week, January 2nd. January 2nd. Maybe I didn't enunciate very well. January 2nd. It's not Christmas till January 2nd. It's just a festive season. It's Christmas holiday season. So I'm leaving the stuff up until January 2nd. That's just the norm for me. Tree usually stays up till at least January 2nd, if not longer. January 6th will be a big day, folks. That's the big rally for Donald Trump. And that's also the day that Congress meets in joint session to accept or reject the Electoral College results. So there you go. Wow, Lori Latonid is here from Finland. Welcome to you. Extremely pleasant Christmas and better yet, minus 21. Thank you for the many interesting streams, and long may they continue. And there's Finnish, which is a language I can't even begin to pronounce or understand because it is a Finno-Ugric language from the Ural Mountains, related to only a handful of languages in Europe, related to Estonian and Hungarian, and that's maybe Karillion. That's about it. That's it. But Finnish, I would pronounce that Have Joulua ja Uutavota from Finland. Well, thank you so much for that, Lori. It's awesome to see you back again. Where's our buddy there who's half Finnish, half Gambian? I haven't seen him in a bit. Mark Gardner's here. Wow, Danny, the champion of the world. Cool. Dunbar Funderberg says, Merry Christmas to everyone. Unfortunately, was rushed to hospital with an ulcer. But oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Did that happen today, Dunbar? Or no, is that recently? My goodness. Are you okay? Wow, man, this is crazy. That's like the Right Reverend Rawhide. You know, he had a heart attack, he had a stroke, and he was on Chris White Africa the same day. He's in the hospital in recovery after his surgery, and he was on my channel. Unbelievable. People, the support is amazing for this channel. Are you serious, Lori? Did I do a good job? Wow. Or you just blowing smoke up my skirt? I'm not wearing a skirt. I have shorts on. But hang on. Hang on, folks. I got cut off because I was the only one in the stream. There we go. All right. Wow. Elmian Dietlifs, happy Christmas, Chris. Well, thank you so much for that, Elmian. Thank you so much for that. Thank you very kindly. Keith Alderson says, glad you're sorted. Enjoy Christmas. You deserve it. Dunbar. Yeah, no doubt. Malaria, heart attacks, it all suddenly, and suddenly it's COVID. Yeah. Tuberculosis, malaria, Ebola, HIV, West Nile, Legionnaires, Rocky Mountain spotted fever. And now we have the COVID. Herr Oberst, vielen Glückwünsche zum Geburtstag. Alle Liebe, guter und viel Erfolg im neuen Lebensjahr. Lass die Korken knallen. That's good. Good point. I have not noticed him either. No, you actually did a good job. I bet most Finns would have understood that. Really? That's awesome. Well, thanks, Lori. I never tried to learn Finnish because I've never just had much opportunity or spent much time there. I've been there a few times, and I thoroughly enjoyed Finland. The best part, of course, was a part that's not very Finnish. It's mostly Swedish, but that was, of course, the Öland Islands. I really enjoyed the Öland Islands. That was one of the best trips I ever made. Truly enjoyed it. I love the roads there where they're all red because you use crushed granite to make the roads. It's really awesome, and you have to take the ferries between the islands. Let's see what else. Andre Lowe says, Merry Christmas, Chris, Colonel. Hope you have a blessed Christmas, New Year. Sorry, just ducking in between watching Led Zeppelin reaction videos on YouTube. Fun Christmas. Yeah, no worries. Folks, we just popped in to say hi to everybody and wish everyone a Merry Christmas. But I was going to do 30 minutes, but we're getting up close to an hour, so I'm going to go for 1 hour on this one. Then we're going to pop off. I will be on in over 12 hours from now. No, that's not right. It's 5:49, 12, about 15 hours I'll be on. It'll be 5:30 in the evening for you guys. Christmas, I'll be on doing my Christmas Day stream. This is just one to wish everybody a Merry Christmas in Southern Africa because you already have Christmas. And as we approach the hour for the one who's here from Nigeria, it will be Christmas as we end the program. So we'll wish the one a Merry Christmas. Yesterday, Dunbar. Well, I hope you're feeling better. That's just crazy. Man, gosh, that sucks. See, wow. Folks, you can't take life for granted. You've got to grab it by the horns and get the most out of it. The armor of God is invincible. I have to say good night. The dogs are nagging to get to bed. 3 of them. Have a great show tonight. Well, thank you very much, White Diamond Child. Appreciate you tuning in. Give us a like before you leave. Smash the like button if you haven't done it already. Do a little bit of e-begging right there, asking for the likes. So how are we doing here? We got 60 likes and 56 current viewers. That's pretty awesome. Zinc, vitamin D3, vitamin C, omega-3 fatty acids, potassium, electrolytes, bulletproof your immune system. I think we need an army Christmas story. Well, hey, Mark Hamilton, welcome to you. Merry Christmas to you as well, and God bless you. A Christmas story. The one Christmas story I can think of is the one Christmas. The Gulf War, I spent Christmas in Saudi Arabia, in Cement City. I watched a movie on a big screen and then fought with a rat that night that was invading my tent. That was the Christmas. True, it would not make sense to learn unless you were positioned here. I like Ireland a lot too. Finnish archipelago is really cool and overall. Yeah, no, absolutely, Lori. It's beautiful. I've not been, of course, much of Karelia was stolen by the Soviets, so I've not really been there. But I've also not been up north. I've just been the southern part of Finland and the Åland Islands, of course. And I've also been to Estonia and Latvia as well. Yep, I like Estonia quite a bit. Latvia's okay, but Estonia rocks. And it's just, why is my camera? My microphone's off the screen there for some reason. There we go. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, folks, yeah, we know the devil did it. Okay, is that the real Tony? Anyway, Andre says, I discovered your feed this year. It made it very crappy or a lot better. Much obliged. Well, Andre, you're most welcome. I'm glad you found it. I mean, pretty much everybody that's here found this feed, this stream this year, this channel, because I wasn't doing it. I've had my channel since 2006. And I only had one video on there. That video was a video of these waterfalls in Iceland, in the remote northwestern part of Iceland that I did on a trip back in 2000, I want to say 2005 perhaps, but in 2006, maybe it was 2006, I posted this video. And that was the only video I had on my account for the longest time. I had 4,300 views of that video. Wow, over the years. So I started this channel really in the fashion it's at now back in mid-February. Started my first live stream in mid-April, and then started by May doing daily live streams. By the end of May, started doing 2 daily live streams, plus the regular video updates. And so pretty much everybody's found the channel this year. So thank you all for coming along with me for the ride. It's been a bumpy December with more subscribers disappearing than arriving, which is weird because we were surging in November. We jumped up over 20,000 on the 30th of November and hit 20,232, and then all the air went out. And so it's been a bumpy month of December since then. So anyway, but but thank you all for your support. And I'm glad everyone found the channel, whether you're in Finland or in Nepal, New Zealand, Thailand, Japan, China. Oh, my goodness. All over Africa, Nigeria here tonight, South Africa, Namibia, Zimbabwe, wherever you may find yourself, folks. Thanks. I know a lot of people don't jump into the chat. Obviously, there aren't 50 people chatting in the chat right now, but people who are just watching the program, that's fine, folks. You don't have to feel obliged to chat. That's your privacy. If you want to keep it and just enjoy the program, that's great. But we do thank you for being here and being part of the Chris Wyatt Africa family. It's awesome. Very jealous. I've always wanted to see Iceland. Iceland rocks, Andre Lowe. I'd love to go back. And of course, with this nonsense, it's not easy. But I didn't. There's a lot of Iceland I didn't see. In the northern part, I didn't get to, and also nothing on the east. But I saw pretty much the entire western side of the island. It's just amazing. Gullfoss, really Tingvia, beautiful place. Beautiful place. Very fascinating. Also, one of the most harrowing flights I've ever had. We flew up in the northwestern part of the country, and they're in a fjord. So you fly out, and you come into the fjord like this, and then the plane turns like 180 degrees, almost stalling and comes and lands on an airfield. Otherwise, it won't be. It's crazy, but it was fun. Beautiful place. The whole time I was there, I kept wanting to see Icelandic ponies. I didn't see any ponies until the very end. Went in April, and the weather was brutal. I arrived in a blinding snowstorm and sleet, and it was just rough for a few days. And then I did the trip, so I included the Faroe Islands in it. And so I flew on Atlantic Airways, which is the national airline of Faroe Islands at the time. I think they're still around. And I flew from Reykjavik over to Tórshavn, which is Thor's harbor. Tórshavn, and I went to the Faroe Islands, and the Faroes were unbelievable. What an amazing place. What an absolutely, but a very challenging place to get around because it's just really just a bunch of straight up islands like this. Very difficult to get around, but quite a beautiful place. Some beautiful cities like Klaksvik and Tórshavn, just amazing stuff. So there you go. So that's also quite an amazing place. Finnish soldiers were great during the early days of the Second World War, even though outnumbered. They gave the Russians bloody nose. Yeah, no, the Finns did an amazing job on the Karelian Isthmus. They in the Winter War, which started in November of 1939, when the Soviet Union illegally invaded Finland after making ridiculous demands on their territory. The Finns fought in a valiant effort under Carl Gustaf Mannerheim and did an amazing job. Just did an amazing job under Mannerheim. And they were amazing. It's just, what else can you say? The Soviets were idiots, and they paid a terrible price in terms of human life, and lost tanks, lost aircraft. But of course, Helsinki and many other cities were bombed by the Soviets. A lot of civilian losses, unfortunately. But the Finns did a great job in Winter War. They eventually had to. They were defeated eventually. They had no choice. They're running out of reserves, running out of resources. The world wasn't helping them. The world sat silently by. There were some Americans, some Swedes, and some Norwegians who volunteered, who showed up, but it wasn't enough and didn't really contribute to the fight much. And some Germans, of course. Then later, in what's known as a continuation war, in 1941, the Finns allied themselves with Nazi Germany to recapture the land that the Soviets had stolen. And they did that in short order, but the Finns weren't very hungry or aggressive to continue, which ultimately proved quite disastrous for the Germans, because had the Finns pressed the Soviets harder from the north and northeast into Leningrad and down across Lake Ladoga, it's very likely that Leningrad would have fallen, and all those divisions that the Germans had tied up there for that ridiculously long siege of Leningrad could have moved on towards Moscow and would have captured Moscow in 41. So most likely. Anyway, certainly after that. Stalin's purge of military officers cost them dearly. Indeed, it did. 90% of flag officers were executed with no reason whatsoever. They were just murdered. It's crazy. George Gerber says, hey, Chris, just dropped by to say Merry Christmas. The same to all the viewers. Merry Christmas. Geseënde, Kersfees, and voorspoedige nieuwjaar heute. Thank you very much, George. Appreciate you popping by. Finnish accent is very similar to Hungarian, most unique. Yeah, exactly. Well, it's from the same language family, Tony. From the same language family. The only other language in Europe that I'm aware of, two languages in Europe that are related to it, are Estonian remotely, and then Karelian. Yeah. I think Karelian is related to it. But yeah, Karelian is related to it. But yeah, it's not. It's unique. It's definitely unique. Yep. Hey, there's Ivan. Merry Christmas. Was watching some of the backlog of your archive and missed the live start. No, it's okay, Ivan. We're almost finished, though, but thanks for tuning in. Ivan, actually, I must disclose to you that one of the reasons why I'm having a stream right now is because you mentioned you were going to come back tonight. I was going to bail. Wasn't going to do it. Not going to do it. Wouldn't be prudent. Wasn't going to do it, Ivan. But when you said that you'd be coming back tonight, I figured I owed it to you to come back since you made that offer to come back. And so I came back to do the stream for an hour and wish everybody a Merry Christmas. And thank you all so much for that. Let's see. So Lori says, good knowledge. There was an American ambulance unit that did valuable work. That's true. That's true. But Lori, there was no combat power. What Finland needed was combat power. It needed artillery. It needed pilots and aircraft. And most importantly, it needed infantry and anti-armor. That's what Finland needed. The Soviets had such a juggernaut, hundreds of thousands of troops sent against Finland, which had only tens of thousands of troops available on the front line. Now, they had many more troops than that, but they did amazing stuff. The Winter War, yes, I know. In 1939, from November 1939 onwards, for a few months, the Soviet Union tried to invade Finland, to recapture parts of Finland, because Finland had been a province. The Grand Duchy of Finland had been part of Russia, and it got its independence at the end of the First World War. and that was granted independence. It was an independent country. The Soviets eyed the Karelian Isthmus, which had 20% of Finland's population and a larger percentage of Finland's industry. And the Soviets were always terrified that they were a strategic disadvantage, so they wanted that. And they placed demands on Finland, and eventually, after the Continuation War, which was the second version of it, they signed a separate peace with the Soviet Union and granted them like 50-year access to Hanko Naval Base, which gave them this island right out there in the Baltic. It's the Soviets. Oh, they're terrible. But yeah, it's the Winter War. It's why it's called the Winter War. It was brutal. Soviet soldiers froze to death. The Finns were like ghosts on their skis, their cross-country skis. They would be zipping around, and they pop up and they take out tanks. They'd shoot infantry. They'd sabotage convoys, and they'd attack from the sides, taking them out piecemeal, and guerrilla tactics proved highly effective. They formed these things called motis. The motis were like defensive positions, and the motis held out against. It's just amazing what they did. The weather certainly played a role. The inept leadership from the Soviet forces, because many of their officers had been murdered by Stalin in 1936 in a purge. And so all of these things combined, but of course the Finns had unbelievable tenacity and fought unbelievably well. They had a sniper that killed like 500 or 1,000 Soviets. It was unbelievable. Famous sniper. Finland is an amazing, amazing country that fought for its independence, and is a country today in large measure because of the valiant efforts of its forces in the Winter War of 1939. And now says, I feel safer in my country. Oh, you have no idea. Finland, there's a whole verb tied to it. It's called Finlandization. So, but that's not the war. That's afterwards. After the Cold War, Finland, basically, it's a term for a country that is winds up being neutralized, and they're just caught between two forces. Do you know that, Chris, that there were Irish, Finnish, Swedish, Dutch, Norwegian, and other militias fought on the side of the Boers in the Second Boer War? Yes, I did know that. Yes, I did know. And there were also Germans who came. But thank you for sharing that, Neil. Lori says, you're right, Tony. When you listen to Finnish and Hungarian without paying attention, the words sound very similar. Yeah, they do. And neither one to make any sense to any of us. Hey, Tom's here from Clarksville, Tennessee. Welcome, Tom. Good to see you again. Didn't a bunch of Finnish pilots join the RAF in 1940 along with the Poles? I don't know if that's true, Andre. I think there may be a few, but I don't know if a bunch did. Yep. Okay, so folks, that's it. 1 hour. You've been listening to Chris White Africa on the Adopt Africa channel, and I just wanted to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I hope that you have a lovely day. To Dunbar, who's recovering now from, a very serious situation there at Dunbar. I hope that you're recuperating well and that you have a good Christmas and things go well for your recovery. Certainly not in numbers. Exactly, Lori. Not a lot of them. There were Danes. There were a number of Danes who joined. In fact, I was at the Carlsberg Brewery in 1985 getting a tour from a retired Dane who was a RAF pilot who flew Spitfires? Yeah. He flew in the RAF in the Second World War. After the Germans took over Denmark in 1940, he fled and went to the UK and joined the RAF and was a pilot and fought against the Nazis during the Second World War. And he was, at this point in 85, years later, he was a tour guide at the Carlsberg Brewery in Copenhagen. Yep. Anyway, folks, have a lekker Christmas day. Thank you so much for tuning in here. I'll be back at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that'll be 5:30 in Botswana, Namibia, and in South Africa. And so that would make it, in Abuja, that would make it... Oh, by the way, Merry Christmas to the one, if you're still here. It's now Christmas for you. It's after midnight, 2-3 minutes after midnight. So Merry Christmas to the one in Nigeria as well. Yep. Let me see. So that's, you're 1 hour behind. So yeah, so 5:30 South Africa, Namibia, Botswana, 4:30 in Nigeria tomorrow. And in the UK, that would be 11 o'clock, 3:30, something like that. Anyway, tomorrow morning, half hour earlier than my normal time on Christmas Day, I'll be starting my stream, and it will be my birthday here in the U.S. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you so much for tuning in. Santa's arrived. The kids were nice and not naughty, says Quentin. Excellent. And Craig says, have a great day. And then there were a lot of Poles. Yeah, well, those who could get away. Not a lot, Andre. There were a lot. I mean, as many as could get away. The Poles were caught in a very tough situation. Some escaped, and a lot were murdered, so it was tough. Yep. Anyway, so I know about that war. We were taught about that at school. Just shortly touched on that. Okay, and now you're trafficking. All right. Merry Christmas, everybody, and have a lovely, lovely evening. We'll see you tomorrow morning here on Chris White Africa. and enjoy your evening. And I hope Santa brought you lovely gifts and a wonderful Christmas to you all. God bless and have a good night. Merry Christmas.